So recently, the AI race, we've not heard more from Facebook, now known as Meta, and within last 2 weeks, they shocked the AI community with this massive, they call it massively multilingual speech model. So a speech. So this is a group of languages which are combined into one model. So according to their paper, this language can, the model can deal with about 400,000 languages. That's huge. So they have about 1,400 languages which can which the model supports to read, convert like text to speech, and also speech to text. So the shocking aspect of this language model is that it's so perfect that even my own local language, my local dialect, which is Chi, the Akan language. So Akan language Chi. So this is my language. So according to Wikipedia, it's a language, is a dialect of the Akan group of languages spoken in the south and central of Ghana. So for a long time, I've not seen any language model which can read Chi text. So I just downloaded this to try it, and it's so amazing. I created this simple app. So here you can see there's another language here. This is Ewe. Ewe is another local language in Ghana, a very strong language, of course. So here I'll select Chi. You can record, and or you can just enter some text, and the program will convert the English language that you input here to English to the local language, which is the Chi, and then I'll use the new model from Meta to speak out the language. So let's try. Let me do the recording if it will work. Hello, how are you doing today? Okay, so let's try this. Let me put on my headphone. So let me see what we recorded. Hello, how are you doing today? Okay, good. Now let's submit this. So the program will run. We have an error. Damn it. Let me check the code. Let's go and test it back to the select the language model, which is Chi. Then we record. Hello, welcome to Ghana. Start the recording. We test what we recorded. Hello, welcome to Ghana. Hello, welcome to Ghana. All right, so let's try and generate, translate this one into Chi and audio format. So let's go. I think we are good. There's no error yet. In some way, it's a fast model, but it depends on your PC. This one is running locally on my CPU. So if you have a GPU, you are good to go. So you see, the recording was transcribed successfully. So hello, welcome to Ghana. Let's see what's the Chi version of that.
Hello, Yamawu Aqua Baba Hana.
So
hello, Yamawu Aqua Baba Hana.
So you say hello, Yamawu Aqua Baba Hana, but the right way to say is hello, Yamawu Aqua Baba Ghana. So what I realized was that the language model is always finding it difficult to pronounce first letters. So instead of saying Ghana, it's saying Hana. So let's do this, and let's so what I did was sometimes I put some characters before the word so that it will escape the character and pronounce the next add the next alphabet to the word. So let's say hello. Let's remove the hello because I don't know that there's no I don't know the English the Chi form of hello. I think we all say hello. So let's translate this. Now we are not using the audio, so you can even enter text here and you are good to go. So let's go. I believe this one will be clearer than the other one, but it's so shocking that it still can speak that language. It's a very I don't know, I've not seen any program that's able to do that yet.
Yamawu Aqua Baba Hana.
So say Yamawu Aqua Baba Hana. Still it's not able to pronounce the Ghana. So I think there's a way we can go about. Let's try another example. So maybe a common phrase, maybe let's say good morning. So guys, yeah, sure. Good morning. Please can you direct me to the market? So let's say this maybe you're in Ghana and you are trying to find your way around and you want to speak the local language, or you want to ask someone, you can just go with this phrase, which is please. Good morning, please. Can you direct me to the markets? It's a common phrase for let's try this. Okay.
No papa, mesrɛ wo wobɛtumi akyerɛ me kwan akɔbua so.
So we say I'm a papa. We will not say I'm a papa. We will say marching or something. Yeah. So he said.
No papa, mesrɛ wo wobɛtumi akyerɛ me kwan akɔbua so.
So I think it's almost there, but the tonation is not that clear. But when I hear this, I know what the person is trying to say. The context is perfect. That's amazing that it can even get the context right. So let's try without the question mark. Sometimes it changes the tonation also.
No papa, mesrɛ wo so wobɛtumi akyerɛ me kwan akɔbua so.
Okay, so it seems this one is a little bit clear. Let's try the same thing with the FRRE language, which I don't understand. So those of you who understand FRRE, you can comment to let me know that it was perfect or not. So let's try the FRRE version of the same sentence.
I
don't know, but I feel like the FRRE version is even clearer than the FRRE version. So I don't know if you understand the FRRE language. You can just comment and let's see. Okay, so in the next section, I will try to explain the code behind all this program for you to also know how to run it on your PC. I think I'll share the code on GitHub so that you can run it yourself. So here we have all the libraries that I use. So we are using the Gradio model library for this UI. So this simple UI is this model. So you can just do pip install Gradio. Then we have the speech recognition. So the recording that whatever we record here is being translated into text using this model. And then we have the actual Facebook TTS model implementation here. Then we have this deep translate. So we are using this model to translate the English being generated by this model to the Chi language or the FRRE language, which was being selected here. Then we go ahead. So to download this language model, you have to come to so let's go to the repo that's implemented the Facebook model. So we have this guy's model. So thanks to this guy for creating the library. That's the owner of this repo. So you can go here and see the supported languages. So these are the supported languages. You can check your local language here. There are a lot of them. So you have to download the model. You just have to go to let me see. I have another code here that the models in. So that is it. So let's cut this one and paste it at the top. Yeah, so you have to go through this code. So this we have the pip install this guy. You can also, after that one, you can run this one in your terminal. So this one is the radio. Then we have the deep translator. So you do all those installation. You install this model, then you run this command. So this command will help you download your local language model produced by the Facebook Meta's TTS model. So I have AKA here, so that's the account. So when you come here, just search for your local language. So mine is account. So account is somewhere here. So this is account, and this is the ISO. So ISO code. So you need the ISO code to do that. So we have the account. With the account, we have AKA here. So you put AKA here. So you put that your language model here without the brackets. So you put your language model here. Then you also put your language model here as well, and here as well. So all these places that you see AKA, put the name of the ISO of your language, your local language here. Then you run this code first, and then after you run this code as well. This two commands will deal with this two folders. So this folder, and then the language will be copied here or downloaded here. So I have two languages here, which is the account and the FRRE that we saw in the demo. So that means that we can now continue. So here we initialize the two languages that we are using. We create a list with the dictionary of those two languages. So the lang has the name of the language and the TTS model that we created here. Those are the two. Then we have this function. So the text-to-speech module that we downloaded, there's the implementation of it. So we have this function that takes in an audio and extracts the text from it. So that's what it does. This language is doing here. So then we have our main implementation of the meta TTS model, which we are using this Gradio function to create a select. So we are creating this select function here. So it helps us to select whatever we placed into this select. Then the selected value is now passed through the model. Then we translate. So we translate the text that is coming from the user, and then after the translation, then we convert those tests, so the text into the local language, the audio version of the local language, and return the file that we created here. So then after this, another module that helps you to consume the TTS function that we saw above. So this just consuming that to make sure that you have the test ready. Then another function, helper function, that consumes the main TTS model. So technically this code was written by ChatGPT, so I used ChatGPT to write everything. So I'm just going over. So that's the funny aspect of the whole thing. This AI stuff is getting crazy. So this whole code was created by ChatGPT, because technically I don't even know how to implement this video app to create this AI UI with it. So I just told ChatGPT to create that, and boom, I just got this code. So the rest of the implementation is just straightforward. We are taking in the audio, everything coming from this side, then we are passing it down to the Gradio module, and then we have the rest of the code, which is the implementation of the UI by ChatGPT, and then that's it. You have your language model ready, you can just run it, and then that's it. So I'll upload this in GitHub. I'll just create a repo, a public repo, and you can go in and look at how you can also implement the code as well. So that's it, guys. Let me you can comment about how you feel about this new Facebook model. It's quite a lot. There's a lot of videos on their page, so it covers there's a video that they released, I think, as a blog post here. It can speak a lot of languages, so that's it. So if you see this map, those are everywhere they have their language model. So I'm in West Africa, somewhere in this coast, so you can check all these models. And this video, it's not so this a whole lot of people coming from different cultures speaking these languages. So so the model is not just to convert the text into audio. It rather can also convert your speech. So if you speak your local language, can convert that local language into text as well, which I will do another tutorial on that later. So you can go to this blog post and check out, and it's amazing. Output.
عرفان أنا بستيك التكنولوجي هر زبان خیلی داده لازم داره که بیشتر.
So guys, that's it for today, and see you next time.